we're doing... Wait, okay. Introduce the podcast. He came up with a name.
Oh yeah, so, you guys probably just saw the intro. Hopefully it's on there. This is Outside the Comfort Zone. So welcome. We talk about things that normal people shouldn't talk about, I guess.
Yeah, we should not say any of the things that we're going to say.
No, but we do.
Okay, so a couple of things before we get into this, because we do have a hat full of topics here. I got this for like $5 at Stitches.
That's a nice
quality.
hat.
Thank you. So we made another YouTube channel and a Twitter. This one podcast, this last one, is going to be on my second channel, so Younging19 Vlogs, just so all of you know that there's a new channel. This is the last podcast that's going to be up here, though.
So from now on, you have to go to go subscribe to the other channel, because from now on, every podcast is going to just be on there.
Yeah. And that will obviously be linked in the description. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud, it's Outside the Comfort Zone, youtube.com/. And then we have a Twitter, which will be linked down below.
It's OT, Comfort Zone, because outside the doesn't fit into it.
Just stupid Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it, basically. Subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitter, and if you're watching us, I'm having a lazy day with my sweater. It's going to be great.
And I'm having a non-lazy day with my purple shirt.
Guys, sorry, I'm totally...
No, that's fine, keep going. You sound excited.
Bracken's coming on!
Oh yeah, her ex-boyfriend is going to come on a podcast with us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited, I love that kid.
Like an interview with my ex. It's going to be great.
That'll be interesting.
It's funny, I thought he was mad about the last podcast though, because he was like texting me like, oh, I saw the podcast, funny, and that's how I read it, but it was like, I saw the podcast, funny.
it was like one of those texting.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate those. I hate when you or like if you don't put like a smiley face or like an exclamation mark or something, people are like, why are you so pissed off?
Yeah,
I'm
why are
like,
you so mad?
I'm not. I just didn't put a fucking smiley face. Or like if you don't put LOL in it, it's like I wasn't actually laughing out loud. So I didn't want to put LOL, but I have to so that you don't think I'm pissed at you.
Like, and I was like, are you mad? He's like, no, I thought it was funny. I was like, are you sure? He's like, Ashley, I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I love that you thought I was hot when I worked at Walkbox. Like, okay, calm down. Shut up.
Calm down. Justin thought you were hot when you worked at Walkbox too.
Yeah,
but you didn't break that one up.
So we have a hat and topics, and I'm really glad that you guys like the other podcast so much.
I am too. I'm really, because like podcasts are so fun to do, because you get to just talk, and I like talking.
It's good talking.
Yeah. So you guys started giving us topics. We have like 35?
Yeah, we've got
just for today. Just keep giving us more topics, because we're just going to keep putting them in here, and then we're going to pull it out, and if we pull it out, and we're like, oh, this is our topic, you can be like, oh, that's mine, and you'll be all happy.
Yeah, and just give us topics in the comments of the video, and follow me on Instagram, because I always ask for them there, Younging19. If you're on the new channel, all of the ways that you can reach us on social media is going to be in the description.
Yeah.
And if you're on SoundCloud, again, this is why you should also subscribe to the channel. And Justin is getting an Instagram.
I'm going to try, like I have an Instagram right now, I'm going to try and like take pictures and like...
It confuses him.
I don't understand Instagram whatsoever. Like it's Facebook just without words.
Mm-hmm. It's a very confusing prospect, I would think.
Like I'm like, what am I supposed to take pictures of? Like my food?
And your face, and then you give updates like, oh my god, I'm like so hungry, or like, oh my god, I'm like so wasted.
Isn't that
today.
What Twitter is? It's just like on the toilet, LOL, hashtag
Took a shit, feels
YOLO.
so much better now.
Like I don't know, like Twitter is like, there's lots of funny things on Twitter, but like Instagram is just like pictures of people's faces. Like I don't care.
You may not care.
Nobody wants to see selfies of me.
I take so many selfies.
Yeah, nobody wants to see. Like I'm just like take a picture, off to work today, and then the next day, off to work again.
It's 3 a.m.
3 a.m. still going to work again. Like nobody cares. And like, I feel like if I started posting on Instagram, I post like 4 pictures and then I forget about it for 4 months. People are like, why aren't you posting on Instagram? So I just work right now. I'm just like
literally the amount of brain capacity it takes to like post a fucking picture is
what do
nothing.
I take? Like if I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I should probably post something on Instagram.
Like take a
like,
selfie
do I have to like?
Jamie. Like oh my god, I love her. LOL.
Oh,
like YOLO relationships.
YOLO relationship. You only live once. Might as well fuck somebody. No, like I don't know. Like if I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I should probably post on Instagram. Then like I just like look around my room and it's just like, well, there's a cup over there. Just like take a picture of me like I cupped.
I see you pee. Do you remember doing that in middle school? Like,
oh yeah.
I cup back.
I cup. I see you pee.
Or like sofa king or something.
So fucking. That's the stupidest thing ever.
Okay, we're gonna pick topics.
Okay, I'll pick one.
Like,
I want to pick the first one.
Okay, you can pick the first one, but do you want to like? Did you do anything this week? Because I feel like we should start with like.
Yeah, like what we did this
updates.
week. So, like, over the past week, I have worked every single day. So not really much.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, no, not much. Before I came here today, my basement almost flooded.
Justin got electrocuted.
And I got electrocuted. So, well, I guess something did happen. So it's like, it's friggin' pouring right now. And it's been pouring for like at least 12 hours.
Yeah, it's been, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a torrential downpour right now. And it's super windy too. And so all the water is like when it, like, I don't know if you guys like understand, like...
Water?
No, like construction. Like, so like if water like runs against your house, there's this stuff where it seeps into, it's called weeping tile.
I know. But continue.
Okay. Well, it seeps into these like tubes, and the tubes run it out. And like we have it so that usual people would like run out to their like gutter or something like that, but we don't have that because we live in the middle of nowhere. So it runs out to a tank, like a holding tank, and then we pump it out of there into our pond or into the ditch. So like this tank is like completely full, and like so the water started like going up against our house and like out our basement, and we started freaking out. And then my dad runs outside and he's like, "The pump isn't working," and I was like, "Fuck!" So we like both ran outside, had to go fix this pump. So you like take the pump, and it's just pouring at this point. And he's like, "Put your rain jacket on." I'm like, "Dad, I don't have a rain jacket. Like it's at work." And then so I just like went out in jeans and like put like a hoodie on, and so then like we got a new pump, put it in, and then fixed it. And then he's like, "Okay, yeah, go plug those in." And he's like, "But watch out, like everything's wet, and like you might get like shocked. So just like be careful." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "But is like the power off for this right now?" He's like, "Oh yeah. Just a second. Like I'll unplug it so that it's not like it's not on right there." I was like, "Okay." So he unplugs it, and I go to plug it in, and like as soon as I plug it in, I just get this like jolt right through me. Like my hands, my arms, everything just goes like numb, and I'm like, "Ow, fuck!" And my dad's like, "Did you just get shocked?" I was like, "Yeah, I just got shocked." He's like, "Oh, I unplugged the wrong cord." I'm like, "What?" And so yeah, I got shocked today, and it hurt like a bitch.
So Doug tried to kill you.
Yeah, he tried to kill me, and then like he just started laughing. He's like, "That would have sucked." I'm like, "Yeah, that sucked."
Yeah,
You got shot. But yeah, and then so we got it and it started pumping water out again. So my basement didn't flood.
Oh, that's good.
And then I came here.
Good. Sounds like you had a very productive
That was like, if that pump didn't work, like I probably wouldn't have came today because I would have had to go get another pump. It's like I'm really glad I didn't.
Thank God for the pump.
Well, yeah, exactly. Or else like, what would have you done?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I would have literally done nothing.
You would have still been sleeping.
I probably.
I texted her at like 6 this morning. I was like, yeah,
I can come over earlier if you want. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because I went to work and then they were like, "Yeah, go home." I was like, "You do understand that it took me 45 minutes to drive here, right?" They're like, "Well, you can work for like 3 hours, I guess, if you want, but there's like nothing for you to do." I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going home." So I drove and then I drove 45 minutes home. So I drove an hour and a half today for no reason.
Fun.
Got home at 6 a.m. and I was just like completely awake, so I couldn't go back to sleep. So I texted Ashley. I was just like, "Hey, if you want to start doing this podcast earlier, then I'm good to go."
Like at 6 a.m. I could come over right now.
And she texted me at like 11:30. She's like, "Yeah, just woke up." Awesome. I'm glad we could have got this done earlier.
Okay. Well, whatever. My week. I went to Taste of Edmonton twice because I'm a fatty.
I went to Taste of Edmonton once too.
Was it so good?
It was well, I got donair poutine.
Yeah.
What else did we get? We got
Justin's girlfriend is here.
Oh yeah, like
He's not
Jamie's
just like,
here. She's
what else did we get?
She's behind the camera. Yeah, I forgot what we got. But anyways, there's like things, and yeah, they were good. I dropped like $20 on 2 bites though.
What?
Everything's so expensive there.
What the fuck are you talking about? You get like $20 and you get like 25 tickets or something.
Yeah, and that's like 2 bites. When there's 25 tickets for 2 people, that's like 4 things.
Yeah, that's true. It's expensive, but I got to go into the beer gardens for the first time this year, and that was fucking great. Because there was this like grapefruit beer, which is not as gross as it sounds. It sounds gross,
beer.
but
That
it's
sounds
so
disgusting.
good. And yeah, I got drunk with my mom, and then I went back the next day and got drunk with my aunt. It's a really good fucking time. And I ran into subscribers.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
People actually like, "Oh my god, are you Ashley?" Did they actually come up to you?
Yeah, they like ran up, and then like I was with my family, so they kind of went off to the side, and then my dad was like, You think you're so fucking popular doing it.
It's like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
What'd they say? Were they all like really happy to see you?
Yeah, I actually met one of them. I want to say her name is Michelle. I'm so bad at names, and I'm sorry if I got that right. I met her at VidCon, actually. And then the other girls ran into Jesse when he went to K-Days the next day and got a picture with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was in front of, like, this radio station thing. So, like, we took a picture and everything. And the guy, because my family was standing over there, the guy was like, what the like, why'd you get a picture? I was like, oh, I make YouTube videos. He's like,
he's like, okay, yeah, weird, yeah. I made a YouTube video once too.
Yeah,
I
I filmed my cat too. Like, what the fuck? So,
yeah.
Did that, and then
that's cool that you actually got like recognized finally.
Yeah.
I got recognized before you did.
When'd you get?
At
Wait, wasn't there that thing though that like that girl said she saw you coming out of her house or your house?
Yeah, no, she just like, I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure if I gave you my address, you still wouldn't be able to find my house. People do that all the time. They're like, I know where you live. I'm like, no, you don't. Ashley doesn't even know where I live.
Yeah, I do.
You
live
do
near
now?
Sasha.
Oh,
So.
I don't know. You had a hard time finding my house though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's you can't kill us, is all we're saying.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, I saw you come get to your house. I'm like,
probably not.
and I'm fucking Superman.
So.
So.
What else? Is that it? I feel like that's the entirety of my
Yeah,
week.
I just worked all week. Worked all week. I cleaned up, I clean cut, and I clean shaved.
Okay, so we're gonna go into topics.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's pick one. Let's see what you guys said. There might be like some really like weird topics.
Oh yeah, you guys had some really fucked up ones, and they're just like one word to like a couple words. So.
How important is sex?
Very.
Done. Next topic. How important is sex? I feel like as you get older, it becomes more and more important.
Okay, I'm just gonna completely eliminate the whole waiting until marriage for sex in my answer to this question.
Yeah, mine too.
So, for me personally, it's important because it's fucking awesome.
It's like, how would you go through life without, like, okay, say you've never tasted chocolate milk. Okay? Do you like chocolate milk?
I do.
Okay, Jamie doesn't, so I just made sure.
Okay.
Like, Jamie's a freak of nature and she doesn't like chocolate milk. So I should probably put this off to the side or something so that we don't pull that again.
Mm-hmm.
So say you go through your life without having chocolate milk.
Okay.
One day you try chocolate milk.
Of course.
And you're like, this is so good. Why did I never do this?
So good.
You drink way too much chocolate milk.
Mm-hmm.
Feel sick.
Okay.
Wait a bit. Because you don't want to have chocolate milk again because you feel sick. And then you're like, a couple months later, you have chocolate milk. And you're like, chocolate milk's still fucking awesome. But you're like, I understand why chocolate milk needs to be in my life. Because it gives you that like, that connection with life.
See...
like, I mean,
which
like,
is what sex does?
No, like, if you have sex, like, every single day, like, 15 times a day,
okay.
It's not going to be, like, as awesome
yeah.
as if, like, you're with someone that you actually, like, and, like, that's just, like, a bonus to being with them all the time, is that you guys do that. Like, that just makes it, it's like fucking chocolate milk.
It is exactly like fucking chocolate.
Well, it's not like fucking, like, you can't, I mean, you can, like, dip, but I don't think that would feel good. Like, just...
I mean, depending on the bottle that chocolate milk comes in.
Well, yeah, like a carton, I don't think that would be good at all.
I mean, some people's vaginas, though.
Well, I guess, yeah. But there's no, have you ever seen chocolate milk in a bottle?
Yeah, those like milk to go.
Oh, like a milk to, okay. Well, those are a weird shape.
I fuck chocolate milk
I mean,
all the time.
Milk to go bottles are my go-to.
Okay.
Milk to go bottles, the top is too small for like a male, though. Well, for like a girthy male. Alright.
Okay, but no, sex for me is important, especially, but only when you get to that part where it's like,
good?
You're past the nerves. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. You're past the nerves, and you can, like, talk about it.
Shitty sex.
I should,
That's
like,
good.
wow, oh my god. But, like, no, first time sex, like, I never expect it to be good. I always expect it to be awkward, to be, like, not the most orgasmic thing, and usually I'm fucking right, but, like,
no, this
I say that like I fucked, like, 50 guys, like, and, like, usually...
Oh, at least, like, I could name 50 on the top of my head.
Oh, totally. But no, like, once you get to that point where you can just, like, talk about it and try new things and, like, watch porn or go to sex stores, that's when it gets really fun, I think.
Yeah, when you start, like, not... Yeah.
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 I feel like that's pretty much it.
that pretty much, like, I feel like that's not as broad of a question as everyone thinks it is.
No, it's important.
It's as important as you think it is.
That's true. Okay, there you go. That could be the real answer.
That's like a real answer instead of the whole chocolate milk thing. But the chocolate milk thing still makes sense.
Yeah, fucking chocolate
Like,
milk.
just dip it. Dip it and stick it.
Okay, here we go. I guess we're keeping with this theme. First blowjob or oral story?
First. I don't remember.
First.
I don't remember first.
It was so
But I remember.
ago.
But I remember a good one. Not like a good like. Not like she was doing awesome. Like a good story. Like it was.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a good story, but like it is a good story now. So.
Go ahead. Can we? We're kind of doing a throwback to last time with.
Okay, so Victoria,
Venom.
my ex girlfriend. So I was at her house, and you know there's like a bedroom and stuff. So then,
Her house was a normal house.
her house like they had rooms and walls and everything. So out of nowhere, my penis was out.
Of course, your penis appeared.
And blowjobs started happening, and then so at this point, like I was not really worried about anything else in the world.
Yeah.
And so, and then there's a knock on the door, and instantly, like your instant reaction is like, what do I do? Like, do I try and like pull my pants up? Like that'll just make noise and like hear my belt jingling or something, or like, do I just like what do I do? Like, what do you do with that certain? So like, at that point, there was a knock. I heard it. She didn't.
Oh.
Her dad comes in after the knock because nobody answered. So her dad comes in. He looks at me. I make eye contact with him. She doesn't know he's there yet.
Wait, she's
still going. She does not know he's there. I do. I make eye contact with him. He looks, and then he looks at her, and then he turns around and he walks out, closes the door and leaves. And at that point, like, I was so terrified to go upstairs to leave. I was like, I don't know, and then like, nothing happened.
Like he didn't
Nobody
say
said anything. No.
Wow.
At all. Like there was no. There was nothing.
That's my favorite story.
I've never heard that story before.
What? Really?
Why has Ashley heard that and I have no recollection of that story being told to me?
Oops.
It was a little awkward for me to hear for the first time.
Yeah.
She has complete sense of knowing what you're talking about.
Oh my god, this is my favorite thing.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, you're the one who
You
wanted
guys
to
need
come.
to have a conversation.
Well,
Oh god.
so yeah, that happened.
That's a really good blowjob.
Well, like it wasn't a good one, but like I have lots of good ones from Jamie.
Shut up.
Well, we'll stop there. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I guess I was gonna start off with my first blowjob story.
Can you top that?
I can't. Okay, really all that happened was like I had sex before anything happened, like oral wise, which is a weird pathway to take, but gave a blowjob after we had sex. Like right after we had sex. And,
Okay, so you must have not done sex very well then.
No, we did sex pretty well, and then we waited for 20 minutes, and then I gave him a blowjob
okay.
because we were like, that was awesome. It was both of our first times. Let's do that again. So I gave him a blowjob. And, yeah, my first time wasn't bad. It was pretty fucking good. And then, first oral story, I can't even remember. I've always been very, like, hesitant to have oral because before I ever had it, my friends would always tell me these horror stories, like my guy friends, of like, oh yeah, her vagina was so fucking gross, like, oh, it was so dirty and it smelled bad, and I was like, oh my god.
You don't want to be a horror story?
Yeah, I don't want to be a horror story. Like, I keep shit real clean because I'm real paranoid about that, but still, I was like, I don't know, like, I've never seen someone else's vagina, like, in an oral way, so I don't know. But it happened, and it was fine. I have nothing to top yours, so, like, I feel like I'm just... So, like, my vagina, like, just talking in circles about my vagina. But Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't top your stories, so.
I mean,
You win. Like, I have nothing else to say.
that's one of those things where, yeah, I guess I forgot to tell my girlfriend, but I told you. I think, what did I tell you? When we were filming a guy talk one time?
No, actually, she told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she told me because I was hanging out with my friend Jess, and then we were like, because Jess and Venom were friends, so we were
Victoria,
in this
it's
classroom.
Victoria.
It's Venom. We were in this classroom at like lunchtime during, I don't know, recess in junior high, which is when this fucking happened, by the way, and she was just saying, like, her story was that, like, she knew that he was there, and she pulled a blanket over you, and then she, like, got up and everything was fine, and I was like, that's a funny story.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
And then your version came, you just told me that.
She had no idea. And then he left, and then I told her, and she was like, what? And she freaked out.
So that is when I heard it. I heard it from her first, which was pretty fucked up, because I didn't like her at all. That was it for me on that. You want another one?
Yeah, let's grab another one.
You guys gotta let us know if this is how you want us to, like, do topics, or do you just want to have us, like, converse about something, like...
Experience learning how to drive.
I ran a couple red lights. My dad taught me. My mom can't teach me because she freaks out. I can drive, by the way. Like, this isn't an ongoing process. I have my
Actually,
license.
the last thing I remember you driving is you hit the ditch.
Okay, that was not my fault. That was the only accident I've ever been in. The snow
If you hit
the gravel
if you hit
road.
the ditch, it is your fault.
It was not
I don't
my
care what
fault.
anybody said. They're like, oh, it's the snow. It's like, learn how to fucking drive in the winter
fucking
then.
Snow. It
Learn
was
how
like,
to drive.
No, it was this tall. It had to be
Holy
graded.
moly, it's that tall.
I drive a 2003 Chevy Tracker, so like it's tiny and compact, and it's fine for like.
Where were you
gravel
driving
snow.
to go?
The gravel road into Beaumont.
Where were you going though?
I was going to work. So I was picking up.
And
this
you were
one
probably
girl.
in a rush.
I was in a rush.
So you were
Actually,
driving
no,
too fast.
No, I wasn't.
And then you ended
I
up
was
in the
driving
ditch.
too slow. That's how the snow got me.
Oh my god, yeah, I was going too slow. That's the issue.
Okay, no.
Learn how to drive.
Shut up. I'm telling my story now.
I've never gotten in the ditch.
Oh, but you.
Unless I've meant to.
Been fucking chased. So shut up. And okay, so I was on my way to work. I had to pick up this girl that I worked with, and so I left. I always leave with a lot of time because I don't like being late.
No, but you were
And
late.
I wasn't late. I was late actually.
You were, because you went into the
because of
ditch.
But I had to call in once I hit the ditch. I was crying to my boss, like, oh my god, I just hit the ditch. She's like, okay, don't rush then, I guess, because you can't get here
Walk.
anyways. Like, I called the other girl, I was like, I can't get you, and she was, like, walking distance, but I would always pick her up because she'd pay me $10 for it. And,
That's a good deal.
it was a really good deal. And, yeah, so I had to call my dad, and he came back from the city to come and pull me out, and right before he got there, some truck came up, and he pulled me out of the ditch, and I was like,
yeah.
sorry!
Your dad was like, you weren't in the ditch. And you're like, I swear I was.
I promise, I swear!
And he's like, oh, it was just one
God damn
attention.
it.
And then he left.
Yeah, he was so pissed.
I wish you were my daughter.
That's exactly how that went down. No, he actually ended up, like, leading the way into town just so I could, like, follow the trucks. I was, like, 16.
So do you know how to drive now?
Yeah, I've learned since then.
That's good.
But yeah, like, when I was starting to learn, I was fucking terrified. Like, driving and controlling such a big vehicle was terrifying. Like, I didn't understand how to turn or how to stay in my own lane or how to, like, see where my car is in conjunction with, like, the lines of the road. I was like, I don't understand any of this.
I feel like
But
all girls have that issue. Like, they can't tell where their vehicle, like, the
couldn't
edges of their
at all.
vehicle is. Whatsoever. Like, even like a smart car, they're like, they have no idea where the front of their vehicle is, so they're like 15 feet away from the car in front of them. They're like, I feel like I'm really close, and like, I feel like every girl has that issue.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a problem for me. I'm great at it now. Like, I'm very safe, but not, like, overly safe where you're like, just speed the fuck up. You're going, like, 20 under. I think I'm a
No,
good
you drive
driver.
really slowly.
I drive the speed limit.
Okay, I do too.
No,
But, like,
you do not. You're so full of shit.
If it's like 100, I go 109.
Okay, well, that's
And you
what-
go, like,
that's not
98.
hard. That's so...
You're like, but it's a limit. I can't go over 100.
That's the limit.
That's the limit. I'm like, oh my god. Like, if you're trying
When
to like
have
follow
you
me
ever
somewhere,
driven with... Oh, okay, so if I follow you, then sure.
then it's like I have to slow down to like 60 just so you can speed up to me.
Whatever. Tell them about your experience driving.
I was always like super comfortable driving.
Yeah.
I was never, because, well, I started learning how to drive like the day I turned, well, actually, I was driving before I turned 14, but just like not on the roads. But like the day I turned 14, like I started driving, and like from the time I was 14 until I was 16, like the 2 years that like I had my learners, I drove every day.
Yeah.
Like I drove myself to school, I drove myself to work, and then my mom would just like drive home. Like so I just learned how to drive every day, and then I learned how to drive standard on tractor.
Uh-huh.
And then I learned how to drive standard again when I got my Jeep, which was like I bought my Jeep, didn't know how to drive standard that well, so I was like, Dad, you should probably drive it home. I'll learn how to do it there rather than like trying to get it home from here. So like, he got it home, and then that night, like I had to go to school the next morning. I was like, okay, I should probably learn how to drive standard. So I like get in the Jeep, I like drive around for like half an hour. I was like, okay, well, like I gotta go to bed. So then I woke up in the morning. I learned how to drive standard on the way to school. Like that's how I learned to.
Good job.
I taught myself how to drive standard on the way to school, and like I only stopped like 3 times on the way to school.
That's not bad.
No, I was only like on hills and stuff, but no, it wasn't too bad. I was never like a nervous driver though.
No. I feel like that's most guys. Like they're usually just fine.
Oh, like when I was 16, like as soon as I got my license, like I was so stupid. Like I was the stupidest driver ever.
Mhm. Yep. Most guys.
Oh.
Just to generalize for you. Okay, wait, did you pass your learners the first time?
No.
No. It took me 3 tries, and then on my 4th
Wait.
I got it.
Did I?
Well, if you started driving the day that you turned 14, you probably did.
I think I did pass it my first time.
I'm so fucking bad at that test.
I think I did. And I never got the book though.
Shut up.
I never actually got that book until after I passed the test. Because after I passed the test, I like turned around and she's like, "Oh, congratulations!" And there's like this stack of these books. I was like, "Oh, what are these?" She's like, "Oh, like they're what you're supposed to study to like do the test." I was like, "Oh, I might as well take one." So I took one. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was my first time.
Genius.
Or it was like I failed and then I just went the next day and got it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could do that. Oh, wait, okay,
I
so
don't really remember.
the driving thing in Alberta is 14, you can get your learners, which means that you can drive with someone who's 18 older with their own driver's license, and then when you're 16, you can like drive by yourself, get your driver's license.
Yeah.
And then it's 2 years after you get your driver's license that you can go ahead and get, was it like your GDL off or something?
Yeah, it's like you're graduated. Yeah, you get your GDL off, and then you can, at that point, you can then teach somebody how to drive.
Yeah, or you can drive with, what is it, like 0.05 blood alcohol?
Yeah, so like
something like that.
Like right now, like we're both at like 0. So like if we have 1 beer, we aren't allowed to
we
drive.
can't drive.
But then like once we get to graduate, we can have 1 beer and still be able to drive.
Do you have yours?
No,
No, me either. I need to.
I don't. It's like $200 to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Like I'm not gonna be drinking and driving anytime soon, so I don't really give a shit. But like,
Well, yeah, like,
like
it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh man, I really need to pay $200 so I can have this beer.
no beer's worth this. Just go home and drink alone by yourself, like I do all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty much your life.
I'm so alone. Okay, wait. Topic. Give me hat.
Oh, give you hat.
Give me hat. This
Yeah.
is like the only purpose for this hat. I've never worn this. Ideal boyfriend / girlfriend. What's your type? Ooh, this is fun. We can pull a Nash Gray and be like, as long as you're not hairy or like ugly and you change your hair. I fucking hate him.
I don't like these
No?
questions because all I have to say is like everything that Jamie is my type, and that's like
Aww.
I just sound boring.
That's sweet. You guys need to do a video together on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah?
About what? This is my
Do
girlfriend.
the boyfriend-girlfriend tag.
I don't. What is that?
It's where you ask questions about your relationship.
What are tags?
Tag videos. Oh, you guys
Are they
can
the same
request
thing as,
tags.
like-
We can do them here.
I don't know what that means.
So it's like
what about like when you put like tags on your YouTube video? Is that the same thing?
no.
Oh.
It's like you get tagged to do it, so now you have to do it.
Tag, you're it. You have to do a video about something stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much. That's
Stupid.
exactly.
I've never
what it
had
is.
that.
Well, yeah, you did. You got the get to know me tag or something.
Oh yeah, that like I just sucked at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible. So.
That was like the I don't. So tags are just like tag, you're it. Now you have to do a video about yourself.
Pretty much.
That's stupid. I don't want to do videos about myself. Nobody cares about
That's
me.
exactly what this podcast is. It's us talking about
this isn't
ourselves.
this isn't like this is about. Well, I guess so. I guess people do care about, but like they don't care about like me. They care about like what I'm saying.
That's what you'd like to think.
Well, people aren't like, wow, I really want to know what goes through Justin's head on a day-to-day. Like, you don't want to know what goes through my head on a day-to-day basis.
You know what I gotta say though? What goes through your head? I'm so impressed that you haven't said anything super offensive yet. Like, it's been
Well,
so good.
And how long has this been going on? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Like, almost 40 minutes we've been filming now, and you, like, last time you didn't say anything all that offensive, so...
Well, because like, I know we can't edit this, so I have to try and, like, because, like, the whole podcast thing is, like, one big audio
Just trying to,
clip.
like, filter.
If I say something offensive, people are going to get mad at me. Like, I say, like, slightly offensive things, like, some offensive... But, like, I'm not going to be, like, overly offensive. I don't want to say anything and have people rip my head off.
Okay, we need to actually... Okay, so your answer is Jamie is your type.
Yeah, I guess so. I
That's
don't...
a good type.
What else am I supposed to say? Like, I like nice girls, I like girls that are funny, like, the thing that everybody else says ever? That's boring.
I don't know. I agree with that. Although I have noticed that my type, this was pointed out to me at VidCon by someone, has been short brunette guys.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you like short guys for some reason. Like, you don't like short guys, but you always end up with short guys.
I mean, yeah, I fucking hate short guys. Ugh. But, no, I date a lot of people who are like my height. Can you...
Stop fucking around with that. You're distracting me.
It's taking away my toys.
You're like, just don't. Just stop that.
I'm sorry. But no, I date a lot of short guys. I feel like I haven't looked at the camera this entire time.
No, I'm just kind of like looking around the room. I'm just like, oh, people are just listening, so they don't really care what I look like.
Sorry to all of you who are like...
I'm just like laying down, getting comfy, so...
So...
Alright, well...
Next podcast I'll just be in, like, pajamas. Like,
yeah.
It'll be Bracken and Justin, and I'll just be here. Because I'm sure they're gonna fucking have the longest, most annoying conversation. I'll just be here like, uh-huh.
Yeah, you're never gonna talk. If me and Bracken are the same, you're never gonna talk.
No, that's why I'm gonna make a video with Bracken on my channel. Because I know that I'm gonna have to tell you to shut the fuck up and, like, get out of the way.
Like, it's not the first time anybody's told me to shut the fuck up. Like, I get that daily.
Of course, because you don't ever shut the fuck up.
I do shut up sometimes.
Okay, next one.
Alright,
Pick
next
the
topic.
one.
Let's pick a...
You know what I just realized? Because we're still having to stop the camera, you're gonna have to edit the audio.
Yeah.
I did not notice that. Okay, are you like... He's cheating.
I'm trying to find like a...
He picked the kids one.
Okay, fine. We'll do the kids one. Okay, so what did you draw on here?
I just do.
Were you playing like X's nose with your... You're so lonely. And you lost!
I didn't lose. I didn't even play.
You are so lonely. You're like playing with yourself in front of me. That's disgusting.
I love it.
And you lost. How do you lose?
I don't lose.
You
I
trick
didn't play.
yourself.
Look
You're
at
like,
this again.
God damn it!
Damn it! I beat again by me.
I didn't lose. I totally won.
I totally won.
One of you won. Okay. So the topic is future kids.
Okay. Do you want future kids?
Of course, I want kids. There has to be somebody that loves me. Like, if my kids like have to like me, because like I'm not gonna be like a shitty dad. Like I hope. Actually, I probably will be.
You'll be a good dad,
I don't know.
I think.
I want to name my first kid like Rocky, or like if he's a dude.
So you're gonna be a shitty dad.
No, like, I'm gonna name like something manly, so that like if he goes to school, people are like, oh yeah, there's Rocky. Don't fuck with him. Like if it's like, oh there's Eugene, it's like okay, let's go fuck with him. But like if it's like there's Schwarzenegger,
Don't fuck with Schwarzenegger.
Don't fuck with Schwarzenegger.
You'll fuck your nanny.
Arnold. See, Arnold isn't like a badass name.
No, it's not. Okay, well, so that would be, how many kids do you want?
I don't know, a couple. I don't want too many because then it's like just so much shit to deal with.
Yeah.
Like I want more dogs than kids.
Yeah.
Because I like dealing with animals a lot more than people, so I'll probably just have like a couple kids and like
15 dogs.
15, yeah, and I'll love my dogs so much more. Like I will never talk to my kids, but I'll talk to my dogs all the time. Like my kids can just go, I don't know, they can just go to jail or something. Because like dogs don't go to jail.
There's like no dog jail. Like if a dog fucks up, he gets put down. That's the equivalent.
That's
of it.
so like.
It is. It's so fucked up.
What the hell is up with that? Like he's like, yeah, he bites somebody and he's like, shit, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's like no, but you gotta die now. It's like
see,
what? It's like
I'm glad that you're on my
mistake.
dog's level now. Now you understand my dog.
That's like no, your dog's a piece of shit. I hate your dog so much.
I love my dog.
I don't think your dog should die, but I think that it should like never be around me ever or like anybody. It should just be alone.
I feel like you're scared of my dog.
I hate your dog. It's so terrifying.
It's like a little Shih Tzu, and it's like it's so harmless. It's got this like
hate your
overbite.
dog.
It's so cute.
It's an underbite. He's like,
Underbite.
He looks like a freaking idiot.
He looks like an adorable.
Shih Tzus
little...
aren't even cute.
No, they're so cute. Like what? You have a big dog, Missy, who I love. Is adorable.
That's because she's cute and people like her and she doesn't bite your ear.
Well, don't put your ear around Buddy's face.
I went to go pet him and he's like, wait, what? You're being nice? I'm gonna fuck you up. Like,
Buddy has some issues.
Can you imagine, like, if you went to go, like, say hi to a person and they just punch you in the throat? Like, that's the equivalent of Buddy.
That was like you in elementary school.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, yeah, Buddy's not 6 years old, though.
Well, mentally, he's younger than you were.
Mentally, he's a fucking dog!
So, exactly.
I think any dog is not going to be as retarded as me.
I think I'm winning this argument, though, because, like...
No, dog is going to be as retarded as me. I think I just won the argument.
No, I think I just won the argument. Okay.
I don't even know we're arguing, but I don't like your dog.
Oh, wait, yeah. I want future kids, too.
Oh, yeah.
I want kids. I want to adopt one, I think. I don't know how many I want.
What's that song, Future Kids? There's a song called it's called Future Sounds.
How does that, like...
Well, because you said Future Kids, I thought that was a song. Then there's a song called Kids and a song called Future, and then it's not the same song.
Can't do this shit. Okay, next topic, breakups. We did the first podcast all about relationships, so now let's talk about all of our breakups.
Oh.
Let's talk about all of them.
I've broken up with one person.
Let's go through every one of our breakups. What was the first girl that you dated? What was her fake name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay.
Yeah, we were just kind of like,
this is
I don't even remember. I wasn't fucking, that was like 80 years ago. I was in grade 6. I don't know. I was probably like, I probably couldn't even talk yet. What age do you start talking? Is that like 2 or 3?
Like 6th grade.
Not like 6th grade. But like, do you start talking at like 2 or like 3 or 4? Like, when can you like put together sentences?
Oh, I learned this in psychology and I totally fucking forgot.
You're...
It's like 6...
Yo, you're making hand signals? What is the...
Was that a hand signal or an age?
3 or 4, you can talk, like, have a conversation with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's like babbling.
Yeah, like
which happens earlier.
Like, that's what I do.
Yeah, you haven't developed.
So like when is I
You find this entertaining?
When can I oh shit, I lost my train of thought.
Breakups. Hop on the train.
When am I able to like have a conversation with somebody then?
I don't know.
If I'm still in my babbling stage.
Never, probably. If you haven't developed yet, you're never going to.
I'm an underdeveloped speaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'm fine with that. Like, I'll babble if people listen.
Well, people are
That's what podcasts are. I should have called this like the Babbling Baboon.
And Ashley.
And Ashley.
Okay, get back on track. He's so just all over the place.
Right, okay, so future kids?
No. Oh my god. Breakups.
Breakups, right, okay. Yeah, so Charlotte, that was grade 6. I don't remember. I couldn't even talk back then.
No. And then he developed babbling, so in 7th grade when he started
babbling. Started dating Victoria. Yeah, broke up with her 3 years later. And haven't talked to her since that day. I was in her pool. And then we just like, I was like, yeah.
You broke up with her while half naked in a pool?
Yeah, well she had a pool at her house, like.
So you're like, this is the best time.
Well, I mean, like, I was in the pool, and I was like, okay, like, I really like your pool.
But I don't like you.
But, like, this isn't working. So, that happened, and then it was, like, the awkward where I had to, like, go in, and I had to, like, dry off and change.
Which is
like,
why I'm saying, like, why wouldn't you wait until you were done in the pool?
I don't know, I was just, like, got to the point where I was like, I'm sick of waiting. So I've been waiting for 3 years to do this. But I told her mom that I was breaking up with her before I told her. Like, I talked to her mom. And, well, she's like, I understand. Because I was just kind of like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna break up with her. Like, I'm sorry, because like I love her, like her parents. So I was just like, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, like I understand.
If she ever watches this podcast, it's gonna be that fucking moment. That's my favorite. Oh my god.
But yeah, so that happened, and then since then I haven't had to break up with anybody.
Alright.
Which is nice.
Good record.
Hopefully, I never will have to break up with somebody.
The look that they're giving each other disgusts me. Taylor. Oh nope, that wasn't his fake name.
Taylor.
Jerry.
Well, okay. Well, you met Jerry.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was Max.
Max?
Something like that.
Okay,
The
well,
first boyfriend that I
it's-
talked about last time.
It's Taylor.
It's Taylor. I broke up with him the first time through his cousin because we were in 7th grade, and
We
then
already talked about this.
well, no, then he broke up with me. He called me and got. Do you guys remember Kyle? Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh my
Kyle?
God. We didn't talk like Kyle. Oh god, I was obsessed with him too. We didn't talk about him. Oh, I have a good story about him.
He's a short brunette guy too.
I know, I have a really good story about him, which I'll tell in a second. But, he got Kyle to break up with me on the phone while he was off to the side, and I remember Jess...
He's probably like playing Xbox. He's like, oh yeah, can you call Ashley and like dump her because I want to kill Streak and I don't want to fucking deal with her right now.
Exactly what happened.
Was that actually
I mean,
I can totally see that
imagine.
happening too.
But, okay, this fucking kid. Jessica calls me, which is my friend, Jess calls me, and she's like, I'm really sorry for what's about to happen, and I was like, what? Kyle gets a phone, I hear Taylor in the background be like,
Preemptive.
sorry! And Kyle was like, so Taylor's gonna break up with you, so sorry, okay, bye, and I was like, the fuck? The next day I go up to him and I'm like, I demand an apology, because I was fucked up, and then he apologized, and then we dated again, and right before we started dating, Taylor was dating this other girl.
Lucy?
Sure. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Black hair. Crazy. She came into the classroom that I was in and was like, you're flirting with my ex-boyfriend? I'm gonna fuck you up, and the teacher had to come in.
Oh, I know! I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the teacher had to
Got
come
it,
in
Lucy.
and was like...
That's not a fitting name whatsoever.
No, like, psycho. She's not bad, like, we've talked, but,
We've talked.
we've talked since then, like, after she, like, almost kicked my ass. And she totally could have, because she was just insane. But, yeah, so, anyways, that happened, and then I can't remember how me and Jill broke up. Me and Mitchell, I talked about that in the last one. It was basically mutual. We didn't talk for a long time. Tom and I I think I initiated it, or I was at least like, I don't know if this is working, and we had a long Skype call. He's like, yeah, I think you're right. So it was pretty mutual. Me and Bracken, I really suck at using fake names for
You just say their names. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Me and Bracken. Okay, I want to talk about this with Bracken.
Yeah, when he's here next time,
we'll touch on this.
We'll finish that one.
Because it was probably the worst, like, before breakup, and then one of the best breakups, because, like, the days before the breakup, I was fucking furious with him, like, pissed.
Well, we'll
So
get
we'll
his
touch
side.
on that.
We'll get his side of this
Yeah, we'll
and
talk
see-
about it there.
and see what you did wrong.
Yeah. We'll see exactly everything. We talked about this, like, together, and he was like, yeah, I was a dick, and I was like, yeah, you were. Okay, but the Kyle story, oh my god. So, Kyle and Charlotte were dating, and...
So yeah, Charlotte is my ex.
Ex.
If you guys were gonna wonder about that.
And this was in 8th grade. And they were dating for, like, 3 or 4 months, which was like, oh my god, forever in 8th grade. And,
Not for me.
Not for Justin. He did 3 years. But no, so he started texting me. I had such a crush on him. He came in 8th grade at the beginning of the year, and I was just like, oh, he's gorgeous and so cool. And he was flirting with me. And this is why I always say in my advice videos, like, if someone's flirting with you and they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, like, don't get caught up in that shit, because I did. I got caught up in that. We eventually went out to the movies while he was still dating this girl. He kissed me, and my friend Jess was there, and she basically told everybody, which is why Jess cannot be trusted with secrets. But I love her, but she can't. And yeah, it was just fucking horrible. I had so many people just like, there were so many different rumors about what happened. I heard that we had sex on a pool table because we snuck into a bar, and I was like, no.
That's a cool story, though. You probably should have just gone with that.
Like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was 13 years old. I had sex on a pool table in a bar. It was great. I'm an exhibitionist, actually, is what I'm into. But
What does that mean?
sex in public.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? Losers.
You think I'm joking.
So we kissed, and it was the weirdest. And the thing is that pisses me off about me in 8th grade is he
'Cause you, like,
totally
totally went
spinned it
along with it.
around
Oh,
on
and made it-
me,
you
and
were
made
just
it my
like-
fault.
Oh, it's totally. Oh no, okay, never mind.
He said that like I kissed him, and me and Jess had to go around and be like, no, that's not what happened. And he still had me like on this little string. He was like, I think I kind of like you, and I was like, really? And then they broke up, and he started dating Jess, which pissed me off, and we got in a fight. But we'll talk about friends and stuff later. But yeah, not a great guy, and I don't even know what happened to him. He pretty much disappeared after.
I know
like,
what happened to him. Drugs.
That's not shocking at all. Because I know that he was with another one of my friends, and he cheated on her the entire time, and then he dated someone who was like 3 years younger than him, and then he cheated on her the entire time. So,
Yeah, he's pretty messed up now.
pretty fucked up.
Alright, well.
Did you want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay. I'm excited for this bracket podcast. I think that's going to be the best.
I'll go up two.
He's so cocky about it, too. He's like, you're going to get so many views because I'm British, and it's going to be great. I'm like, you're probably right.
It's true. See yourself in 20 years. I can't see myself.
You can't? Do you want to pick a different one?
No.
Okay.
So where do you see yourself in 20 years?
Oh,
How old are we going to be in 20 years? 40?
Well, 38. Don't age me.
39.
Don't age me.
I'm going to be 39. You're going to be 38.
So old.
You're so young.
You're so fucking old. I don't know. I will have obviously be done school. I want to be... I would like...
Are you going to be alone still?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll have like 20 cats.
Yeah, you'll have 20 cats. You'll be done school, but you'll be working as a cashier in a grocery store.
Ideally, I would like to still be doing YouTube or like having broken off like into some other like media thing.
Porn?
And I would love to do porn. But like use my degree as like one of the skits. Like I'm a psychologist in the porno. And he's coming to see me, and then I just like fall for him.
Oh, that'd be like, and then you can actually have like a real degree up on the wall, so that it would like actually.
So
make
it's like real.
Well, I'm getting into the film industry, so I feel like you ever want to get into the porn industry, just let me know.
Oh my god, guys, we could start a porn company and a podcast.
We could call the porn company Two Canadians, One Bed.
Yes.
So then that awesome name doesn't go to waste.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just like playing with my chapstick.
Stop playing with yourself.
Sorry! But no, I want to be happy and in a career that I'm happy with, and probably have a kid or two by then with someone that I love,
I thought you didn't want
travel.
kids.
I want kids.
Have you decided that you did?
We literally fucking just talked about this in the kids.
I wasn't listening to what you were saying, though.
Oh, I was like focusing on what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I went through a phase where I was like, I don't know if I want kids, but
Of course you want
I do.
kids. Your uteruses have to be used for some reason. So you're
Okay.
So you want to be happy and have a job and have kids and
Yeah, I want to be really financially stable, so I don't have to work all the time.
so you want to be rich.
Yeah, I want to be fucking rich.
I want to own a paraglider. I think that'd be really cool.
Okay.
Because then I can just go do that like whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
I want to be financially, how do I put it?
Stable?
Unstable.
Why?
Like I want to have so much money that I don't know what to do with it.
That's like just excessively financially stable.
No, like I'm not stable. Like I'm totally unstable. Like I spend money on ridiculous things for no reason.
Okay.
Like that's where I want to be. I want to have kids that like by that time they're gonna be, I don't know, probably 30 years old.
Probably.
And
yeah.
then so they're probably gonna have their own paragliders and stuff.
Totally.
Like they'll be moved out by the time they're 16 because I'm not a very good father.
They'll get emancipated.
Yeah, they'll be out of there. I won't be their legal guardian after that.
You'll send them on paragliders when they're like 3.
Yeah.
Like
Paraglider.
it's time to be cool.
Yeah, it's time to be. It's time to grow up. Grow the fuck up. You can babble. Leave.
It's time to pitch in. Go get a job.
Go get a job. That's what my parents made me go get a job when I was 12. Which is like that's when you legally are allowed to. Which I mean like I worked before that, but just for my parents. So like it wasn't like I don't know, but like yeah. And how many 20 years?
20.
In 20 years, yeah, I'll be good.
That's all you want.
I'll be fine. Like,
Where do you see yourself in the future? I'll be good.
I'll be fine. Like I'll have like a hot wife, hopefully Jamie over there, because she'll still look good in 20 years. And then I'll be financially unstable.
Okay.
I'll be
You're
sporadic.
saying that's so wrong.
I'll be sporadic. Like I'll drop $8,000 on the lamp and then just use it to light like
Like your porn. Your porn lamp.
1 point lamp.
But like you get
No,
several different lamps.
I'll
you
get like a
different ports,
$8,000 lamp just for reading books in my bed.
But you don't read.
But I don't read. So like
You never read.
it'll just be like in a drawer. It'll be like, oh, that's my lamp for reading books. But I don't actually read books. It'll just sit there.
You're an idiot.
And then my kids are gonna be like, hey, so I'm 16. I need a car. Okay.
Get a job.
Get a fucking job 4 years ago and save up for it, dipshit. Why are you still living in my house? And then my daughter, who's probably gonna have a couple kids by then, because you know I'm a terrible father. Like, she's gonna have to take care of them. Like, I'm not pitching in to help her 3-year-old son when she's 16.
You know, I hope that your future kids find this podcast.
I hope so too.
You know, I'm really sorry. If you need some help, I'm sure your mom will help you, but I will talk to him for you too.
I'm sure you can go talk to Aunt Ashley. Because I'm not helping you whatsoever. I'm a terrible father.
I'll be a therapist by then, so I'll.
Yeah, you can help them out. I'll just film them.
You'll just you'll exploit them.
I'll make a vlog channel about my kids and just like make them be good.
You're gonna be like the Shaitards, except don't take that wrong, because I love the Shaitards.
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like Mormons that force their kids into slavery when they make videos.
You're gonna get attacked. People love the Shaitards.
I know. The Shaitards are funny as hell. You just made that. You were just like, yeah, don't be like the Shaitards.
Well, yeah, but then I clarified that I enjoyed the Shaitards.
I did too.
Nope.
I'm gonna enslave my kids into being YouTube stars.
Watch, YouTube probably won't even be around by then if we're being realistic.
What? YouTube's always gonna be around.
I don't know.
YouTube is like the new,
That's what people thought about MySpace.
NBC.
Facebook and... I mean, I'm sure something like this will be around just in a different format.
Well, like, I think YouTube will just evolve into something else.
That'll be interesting to see.
It'll be like fucking Pokemon. Like, YouTube is like...
It's like a Pika right now.
No,
But
because like
eventually it'll be a Pikachu.
Pika was like Nexopia.
Oh my god, I fucking loved Nextopia. Nextopia.
Or like Neopets. That's like Pika.
I love Neopets!
And that was like
I
the first like
Neopets.
social online like stuff like that. And then like so now like YouTube is like Pikachu. And then like I don't know what Raichu is gonna be like. Like it's gonna be
Is Raichu a thing?
that's like Netflix.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
after
feel like
Pikachu,
I feel like
yeah.
we're yelling so loud right now.
Oh, I get really excited when I talk about Pokemon. I gotta catch them all.
I'm so sorry. Oh god. It's like you and STDs and you and Pokemon.
What? STD? What are you talking about? I evolve STDs?
No, catch them all! Catch them all!
I gotta catch them. Oh, I gotta catch them all. Okay, I didn't understand your train of thought there.
I mean, it was pretty easy to follow train of thought. Okay. So should we wrap this up? Do you think? It's probably like this.
Oh, so today I saw this picture. So this picture, it was of, so like when the lunar lander was like in space. This is, sorry, it just came to my head and it's really cool. So it's like a picture of like in the foreground is the lunar lander, and then in the background is Earth. And in that picture, like it just blew my mind. Every single person that exists was in that picture except for the guy who took it. Isn't that crazy? Like, you just look at this one picture, it's like, that is every single person except for that one guy. He's like, he missed out. Every person in the world is in that picture except for him. He's like, shit. I missed it. Like, you could have put it on a timer and then run in front of it and be like...
Oh, I was just gonna say you should just take a selfie.
Yeah, just
take a selfie.
That's like the equivalent, though, of like missing a really important party and then seeing all the pictures on Facebook.
Exactly.
And being like, shit. That was like real. You were really overly excited about that.
So I thought that picture was cool. I was just like, it blew my mind. I was just like, I'm in that picture, you're in that picture, but that one guy isn't.
Ooh, that is kind of cool if you think about it like that. I hope I looked good in that picture. You know?
Probably not. They're probably like...
Probably not. You probably look like shit.
They're probably like, look at the pictures like, wow.
Ooh, edit that part out.
They're photoshopping it. That person looks like shit. That person looks like shit.
Now that we've seen what really excites Justin, we need to know from you guys.
The little trivial things, like I like talking about like the world and what's going on. 'Cause, like those little things, like they just
like
get me
tiny
going.
things, like about every person in the world.
No, I mean like that's not just like a picture, but like you look at the picture, you're like, oh cool, it's a picture of Earth and like a lunar lander, but you're like you don't think about shit like that.
Okay, we need to know from you because I feel like we should probably wrap it up. It's longer than last one for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely over an hour.
Okay, we need to know from you guys first of all, do you like this time better, or do you like 45 minutes, or do you just like us going until it's like, we're done?
Until
we're pretty much done.
Well, I'm never done. But
Never done.
Yeah,
until I'm done.
until Ashley's done.
Like, I can't handle this anymore, I'm done. And also, do you like the whole, like, hat thing? What do you guys want us to do? Should there be other segments?
Stop putting it back. When you put it back in, put it out of the frame because it's distracting when it's right there.
Look it.
Because like I need to, my elbows look good and I want them to be on the camera. I did elbow workouts earlier.
Oh my god. Oh, and we totally will do a drunk podcast. That was a request a couple times.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
I'm gonna need it.
I'm always.
To deal with this.
We should probably do a sober podcast eventually.
Yeah, we'll get to.
Woo.
Oh god, I should actually. You know what? Before we film the next one, because we probably will be pre-filming a couple, especially when it comes to school time. Before we start filming, I'm gonna go get a fucking beer.
That's probably a good idea. Okay, well, thanks for watching. So if you're on Younging19 Vlogs right now, check right below your video. If it says Younging19 Vlogs and it's a picture of her face, then go and subscribe to Outside the Comfort Zone. Which there'll be a link right under that.
Yeah, and the Twitter will be right below.
Right below that.
I'll link you to Justin down below that.
And then I'll be below that.
And then all my social media.
Yeah. And then so go subscribe to that one. Because this is the last podcast you will see on this channel. So you have to go to the other one right now. So go do that, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, also, if you want to send us anything, letters, presents,
I like
anything.
presents. Send them. If you're sending them to me, write Justin across the whole thing so that Ashley doesn't steal it.
But my P.O. box is down below. And if you guys want letters back or something, just give us an email address to reply to, and we'll do that. So, thank you for watching, and we need to still figure out a sign-off. So
yeah, well, it'll come naturally eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.